Hi everyone. Welcome to another weekends with Karthik. Um, this is going to be a slow one. Um, I didn't really feel like streaming today. Um, just been very exhausted through the week and just spent most of my weekend catching up on my sleep. So yeah, not really in a mood for streaming, but just don't want to break the streak of streaming. That's why I'm here. Um, what might be a good idea is that if I quickly go and grab some coffee before I begin this, that might actually make this a little more active. So just hold on for a bit. I'm just gonna go grab some coffee, and I'll see you back in 15 seconds. Cool, and I'm back. Got the coffee here with me. So I don't know how to make these streams more interactive. I would really like that. Um, if somehow these streams could be a lot more interactive, where I can just talk to people, have those conversations. But because of the fact that I'm doing this on YouTube, but I don't really have that many followers. I have like, I still haven't hit like 100 subscribers. I'm just like at 97 subscribers, and I hardly get anybody watching these, um, which is fine. I know I need to make more engaging content for people to start subscribing and start watching, and I realize that I'm not doing that now. But I think first I'm trying to just get into a habit of being able to put out something. It's been 6 months of trying to build that habit, still not good. And then hopefully, eventually, this habit becomes. Uh, the hope is that eventually I start putting out stuff that's actually engaging and entertaining. So yeah, right now I'm just seeing if I can stream every weekend. But yeah, it's not very interactive, and that's something that I really miss. I think it would be a lot more fun if I can just engage with someone, talk to someone. So it's not just me always putting out my thoughts, having to come up with stuff on my own. If I can just play off other people, because sometimes this feels like talking to a wall, um, which there's no echo, there's no feedback or loop. So yeah, if I can probably fix that by going on Instagram, where I do have a lot more followers. There's a lot more interactivity happening on Instagram, so that could be a way to get to make this more interactive. um, the problem with Instagram is you can't really do the like the screen share stuff, right? Like that's really what I wanted to start doing, where I can like screen share and like sort of show you things. Those kind of stuff is what I really like, which, yeah, is harder to do. So yeah, so my hope when I started this was I could probably um, build a different set of audience on YouTube with so that I can have this as a more interactive medium. But yeah, I think that sort of is the thing. Like in Instagram, you can just talk to people and you can add people to come and talk to you. There's all those like fun interactive stuff that's available on Instagram Live, which is not really available on YouTube Live. So yeah, ideally it would be nice to have a combination of the two somehow, where I can go live on Instagram and YouTube. I tried that in the beginning. In the beginning, I was going live on both Instagram and YouTube, but it's just very difficult when, especially when you want to just share something on a screen. You cannot really do that on a phone. So then that audience is not able to understand and just see the big, like the bigger picture or the bigger aspect of what I'm trying to convey. So yeah, in that sense, it is better to do it on YouTube. But yeah, I do miss the interactivity part of it. I can probably do some things to fix that. I can probably invite people. I can invite your friends over to to join this. I can organize some fun online activities that we can do together. Maybe just we all like watch something and react to something together, or we play a game together. Maybe a quiz would be nice for all of us to just play a quiz together. So yeah, um, it would be nice to try to do something like that. Mm, yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm just spitballing ideas right now. Is if every weekend I just invite like a bunch of people, and if we decide to stream, how if that could be fun. Um, yeah, I can. Maybe I should do a quiz thing, right? I organize a quiz, virtual quiz. I ask every week who all wants to join, who wants to be a part of it, and yeah, we just have a virtual quiz happening. That could be fun. Yeah, I'm really thinking, guys. This is, yeah. That's why this is a bit of a weird stream where it's me just trying to think of ideas of what could be um, fun interactive stuff to do on a stream. Maybe I can start noting things so you can see what my thought process is going like. So you don't just have to stare at my face, you can see what I'm thinking. Mm-hmm. Let me share my screen. Cool. Interactive stream ideas. Cool. Quiz, right? That was the first idea I had. Is you can do a quiz. I every week I watch something called Quizzing with the Comedians. It's a it's a quiz just stream basically, which is organized by this Indian stand-up comedian, and he just invites other stand-up comedian friends, so it becomes like a really fun thing to watch you'll because not just it's fun because of the quiz part of it, but it's also fun because there are all these other comedians who do make it fun. Um, that is something that I think I could try and do. That could be a really, really fun thing to do. The thing is, quizzing takes a lot of preparation. That's the only thing that I'm worried about, is that it just takes a lot of preparation, and I don't. Um, yeah, I would need a lot of preparation to like find the right questions and all of those stuff. So the only way this idea could work is if I just take an existing deck of quiz question and answer, and if I just use that. Let me see if that's already available. Why can't I bring this Safari here? Oh, that's very weird. I cannot bring anything here if something is already full screen. Quiz deck. 'These are booked, dude. Quiz questions. Thousands of free raws are here. Create your own. Oh, this is fun. Oh, $29. It's a lot of money. Oh, it doesn't give you the answers until you finish it. The Avi Force spells turns things into what? Avi Force. Avi. I think birds. Avi Force. What birthday did Harry celebrate in the first book? 12? 11. 11. Huh? How old was Sirius when he died? 40? Who knows these things? 42. Who delivered Ron's howler? Errol. Who was the caretaker of Hogwarts? Filch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sirius Black was 38. Yeah, I should have gone for that. Cool. Seems fun. But yeah, I cannot do it multiplayer. Okay. Yeah, what's the incentive for others though? Why would they want to come and join and do this? I think that's a good question to ponder as well. Yeah. If there's something in it for them, then they would. Okay, let me park this idea aside for a while. Quizzing is something that's possible to do. I can think of organizing a quiz night and do this. Mm, Others things would be just React stuff. That's what Tanmay Bhatt does, I think, with just calls his friends, looks at a bunch of fun your memes, and they react to it. Um, that could be fun, but yeah, it's like such a. It's, I think, a React thing is one of those things which seems easy, but it's not. That you would assume that it's one of the things that appears as if you just have to sort of already watch something and react to it, but it's very hard to react to things. It's I've tried once long back making like a reaction to a trailer video. Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard to keep it authentic, right? Because you're not used to reacting to things out loud in general. Like if you watch a trailer, you're just watching a trailer by yourself, but then you are excited about it, but you're not like usually you're saying stuff like whoa that was awesome, like you don't normally do that. But then when you're recording your reaction, you feel compelled to express your excitement in words. So yeah, and also it needs to be entertaining to somebody who's watching you react to something. You cannot just react to it by not adding to the content itself, because they might as well go just watch the content. So all the good react, so I would say, or like channels or videos, they usually have something to add to it. That's what makes the reaction videos popular, because they're not just looking at the video, and we're not just watching them looking at a video. It's actually fun. So yeah, I think that. Um, Speaking of that, I actually wanted to talk about something. I wanted to react to something. I'm not sure if I can do that here though. I should be able to do that here. Not sure if any of that could also be a thing. We just watch like a, yeah. Before I segue into what I wanted to react to, maybe a good thing to think about is debates. That's something that I usually like is organizing debates, or like debating really complex things. Uh, so maybe that could be a format that I could create, because I've not seen a lot of this created well. There used to be this channel which used to organize something called your movie fights. I'm not sure how many of you know, but that was so they'll basically have people debate about stuff in your movies, and it used to be the most your trivial stuff, but it used to be so fun to watch that. And they will have stuff like I don't know, like who uh, I don't know. I can't even remember a good question from it. But stuff like, who was the best Batman actor ever, right? And then everybody who is there, they pick one and they defend as to why their Batman actor is the best. And then they have to tell why other people picks are not the best. So it's like a fun thing that they used to do. And even though they're debating something very trivial, which has no consequence or anything whatsoever, it's still very entertaining to watch. So I've always wanted to either to participate in stuff like that, uh, but now I'm thinking I can maybe even organize something like that, where we organize sort of our trivial debates. Um, Maybe start with a trivial debates and then of course debate the bigger stuff, but yeah, for the bigger stuff usually there is a need for a knowledge and expertise about stuff, if especially if you're discussing geopolitics or any of those debatable topics. I would like love to have those debates as well, but those debates I've seen they always come to a stalemate when there's not enough expertise amongst people who are debating the topic, right? So I would love to do that if I can invite an expert and do it. I think that would be ideal. Um but yeah, I think in general I'm starting to get a sense that I need to plan these weekly streams more, and if I invite other people then they start becoming more planned, because right now it's just me streaming on my time. I'm very lazy about it. Not really making any plans of how to do it. On a Sunday evening I just turn it on and I sort of like see how it goes. But now that I've been doing it for a while, I think it's time for me to put some structure in and maybe invite some people, have some fun. Maybe do one of these things or maybe all of these things. Um, that would be nice. One more thing I want to add to it is masterclass, not masterclass per se, but I would like love to invite somebody who is an expert in something, and then just have them explain things in a very simple, easy to understand way, right? Like just have a conversation about artificial intelligence, for example. There's a new technology that's out there, something like Dali, which is a very fascinating piece of software. I do want to make a video on that at some point. Maybe once I have access to it, I can do that. Or like a video about blockchain, crypto, NFTs. I know we haven't been talking about those things for a while. I did talk about that a lot in the beginning of this video, in the beginning of the year. So those things have now sort of taken more of a backseat, because I think the fad is gone in general. But yeah, maybe just bring in an expert who sort of understands this in a deeper level, and have them explain and break this thing down to me, and then hopefully to the audience as well. So I think those things could also be fun. Um, what else can we do to make the streams more interactive?
Yeah, I'm not sure if there are ideas on how we can get more followers, because right now there are not many followers in the channel. And if I see my analytics, it's not great. Like, we're not making big numbers. So yeah, it would be good to think along those lines as well as to how I can get more followers. I think by doing more interactive stuff, that's one definitely good way. When you are bringing other people, they judge, so, and if they promote it, if they share it, you get their audience as well. So that could be like a nice way of doing this. Mm, what else? Yeah, I wanted to talk a lot more about my startup and entrepreneurial journey, but yeah, I'm just always. So basically, our startup is right now going through a bit of a change. There's a lot of of a pivot happening internally, so I'm not really sure how much of that I can talk about it publicly at the moment. I did write a blog post about some of the changes that we're doing. So if any of you are interested, just go check out the blog post that we just wrote. If you go to letsenvision.com, you should see the blog post up there, and that sort of has a good thought piece on what we're doing and why we're doing it. So yeah, definitely encourage you to go read this. All right, let me now segue to something else I was thinking about. On Disney Plus, I've been watching uh, Star Wars and a Miss Marvel, and Star Wars I really like. Some scenes in Star Wars I really loved. I wanted to take some screenshots that I can post on my Twitter, but I'm not sure if you can take screenshots. I don't think you can take screenshots on any of these content actually. They might stop me from doing that. I should definitely mute this. Yeah, you see, it's all. You cannot take screenshots in Disney Plus actually. So anytime the screen is recording, uh, you cannot do this. So how do I do it? How do I? Hmm. Okay, I'll have to think of some way. So basically, I loved Obi Wan Kenobi. Not loved. It wasn't the best show out there. I think the Mandalorian was definitely much better than Obi Wan Kenobi. But uh, it was really fun, especially the last two episodes. The build up was really great. Like, it was a slow like thing. I think like the first episode was really great, and then it just became very slow and predictable, kind of a drum. But then in the final two episodes, there are some incredible scenes. I think those few incredible scenes just sort of like make up for the rest of the series. There is or one scene in particular where these bunch of like rebels are trying to escape from a planet, and a Darth Vader just walks in, and there is this huge ass spaceship that's about to take off, and he just stops the whole huge ass spaceship with the force. And that scene is just incredible because he's doing it effortlessly, right? Like everybody else we have seen use the force, they are like putting all of their focus and they are like putting all of the energy into it. But but when it comes to like Vader, he's just like doing it very very effortlessly, and that was a really a great scene because he does it with just one hand. He doesn't even use two hands. So he stops the ship, he brings it back, he tears it open, and that whole scene just sort of illustrates how powerful he is. Of course, the rebels are still able to escape, but yeah, just that thing that he can just stop a ship mid-flight, bring it down, and tear it open. That was amazing as a scene to watch. Darth Vader in his full power, and to follow that up, he then has a duel with somebody who is trying to attack him. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's been out for a while, so uh, but he has a duel with someone, and he just has a duel like so effortlessly where he's like, so he doesn't even bother to take out his lightsaber. Then it's just a very amazing a duel which sort of shows the power of your Darth Vader, and I think that scene in the second last episode was great. And then we come to the last episode where there is a duel between Obi-Wan and a Darth Vader. That sort of is the magnum opus. That's what the whole series is leading to, is a fight between these two. There is a beautiful like a war between them. Like the lightsaber choreography is just top notch. So that part is really fun. And to follow that up, there is also like a dialogue between Obi-Wan and Anakin and Darth Vader. So where there is a moment where Obi-Wan is able to speak with Anakin inside the Darth Vader, and the way they have filmed it with a mask of like Darth Vader, and then for a moment in that like burnt face you see the humanness for it for a bit, and then it becomes immediately evil again as the dark side takes over. And that scene and the way that whole thing is captured is really good. um, so I just wanted to take some screenshots of it so I can be like, this is what made this show great. But I cannot just take a screenshot from Disney Plus, so I'll have to probably think of some other way to do it and still be able to talk about it on your Twitter, which is what we did last week. Last week, our attempt was to make my Twitter profile more active. We scheduled some tweets. Maybe now is a good time to quickly look at them and see how we are doing. So I posted this and this and this and this. So yeah, no activity on any of them. This was one we posted which got some activity, which is nice. Da-da-da. But then no activity on this. Nothing on this one. So yeah, still a long way to go. I think need to be more consistent. I think need to engage more with other Twitter accounts is what I think is the most important aspect of it. Actually, I should do that more. Oh, you guys were not able to see my screen while I was doing it. Let me just quickly show you again then. Yeah, I posted this, 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 these were the scheduled post, and yeah, literally no activity on any of them. Pretty dead and dud so far. But yeah, I think we'll keep it up, and we'll see how we improve over time, slowly but steadily. With that, let's wrap up today's stream. Anybody who's watching this, thank you. I really appreciate it. I do, see that after a few days, when once the video is up, there are people who are still watching it, and I appreciate that. Thank you. That support really helps. But what would also help is if you could leave comments on what do you want to see. I had a few ideas in the episode today. Let me know if any of those ideas are appealing to you, or if you have any other better ideas. Feel free to or shoot them out to me. I need ideas basically. I need to think how can I make this more interactive and more fun. So that's what I'm looking for. As I put more thought into it, I do appreciate your input, and I will see you all next weekend. And until then, do take care of yourself. Talk later. Bye.